Have mercy on me, O God, according to your steadfast love, according to your abundant mercy. Blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity. Cleanse me from my sin. For I know my transgressions. My sin is ever before me. Hide your face from my sins. Blot out all my iniquities. Create in me a clean heart. O God, renew a right spirit within me. Psalm 51. What a beautiful psalm of David's confessing sin. I love how he says, I know my transgressions, my sin is ever before me. He is disturbed by something he had done. And as many of you might know, this was written after he got caught having an affair with his buddy's wife. And in order to cover it up, he had him killed. I can't imagine a worse sort of public shame and sin like that. Maybe you've never done anything like that, or maybe you have. But according to Jesus, our words, our deeds, no matter how pedestrian they may seem, they hurt people. They mess up this world. They corrupt ourselves. They really do, and you know that's true. I hope you felt like this before about the way that David feels about his sin. It doesn't feel good to always have your sin before you, but it's true. It's not popular to talk about sin in this day and age. It's not popular to say that someone's wrong or to, might hurt your self-esteem. And the devil loves that. The devil, he's got three things he wants to do. He wants you to either think that you're not a sinner, or what you're doing is not a sin, it's all okay, and pretend it's just fine, even though deep inside you know it's not. Or the devil likes to get you to convince yourself that you're not as bad as David. You're not as bad as that guy. And the other thing that Satan wants to do is he likes to get you to think that you are terrible and you could never admit any of the things that you do, and you could never be honest about them, and if you could never tell anybody, if anybody knew what you think and what you do all the time, they would think you're a monster and you're a freak. And so Satan wants you to be quiet and secret and keep to yourself and be alone with your sin, as David feels here. Because ultimately, the goal of the devil is to keep you away from healing and to keep you away from God and grace and forgiveness. That's actually his goal. And he'll do anything he can to do that. Either make you think you're righteous, you don't need forgiveness, or make you think that you have done something so bad, there's no way God forgives you. Friend, whoever you are, whatever you've done, God forgives. That's what Easter is all about. It's about God's Son dying on the cross for David, who did that, for you and for me. And it's about healing in his wounds and complete forgiveness by his word. It says, I forgive you. It is finished. As David says, blot out all my sins. And Jesus has done just that. Blotted them out. So don't be afraid to confess. Don't be afraid to admit you are wrong, you've done wrong. Don't think you're some kind of monster that the world's never seen before and God could never love. That's lies from the devil. God does love you. That's what Christianity is all about. If it's about anything, it's about God's work of salvation and restoration and reconciliation and complete blotting out of sins in the blood of Jesus Christ. So confess, admit, and enjoy his forgiveness this Easter. In Jesus' name, peace.